something. Very good tempo. Very good tempo on B Lambrantino. I think the theme between you all three is much more light. It's a theme of friendship and brotherhood. So I think it really goes with a little bit more movement. So we'll keep it that way. Thank you for being flexible and catching the intention. The next thing I would like to rehearse for better collaboration is D. Before D, please, 3 bars. The reason we're rehearsing is we have differences in the articulation on the first bar of D and the third bar of D. Differences between winds and strings. Let's go directly D, and just let's keep our ear towards what the violins do in the brass section. We're a little bit late on the third bar of D, and from that on, everything kind of it's imbalanced. 3 before D, please. Very good. It was very good up until 6 before E. Up until there. Can we have directly 6 before E? The 16s in trombone or a bit late. Ta 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 ta. 6 before E, please. Can I do something better to help you? Let's try this again. Be ready 2 bars before when you have. I'm gonna try to give you 2 bars to look at you 2 bars ahead of time. From the string, if you start from the air, you're gonna be probably late. It's so fast passage. We want to be on contact because the violins are already playing on the string. If you start from non-string, it will slightly delay the feedback. Plus, your instrument resonates to us later. So think every time that you're almost ahead of my beat, if I may say this way. Thank you very much. Again, E. Much better brass. Thank you very much. 6 before E, please. Thank you very much. I would use more basses. I know we're limited at ensemble. Imagine you're 6 of them. Right? Go all in. Thank you. H, please. Just directly H. At H, I would use more articulation in trumpets. I know it's very exposed passage, and you want to be quiet naturally. We really depend on the first 2 16s that you're giving us directly. So if it's mezzo forte, think it even more present. H. before we go to L, I have slightly kind of wish. When we have J, Joker, we talked before that we want to think that the intention goes towards the second bar. Pom, 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 pi. Please keep that intention. Some of us are still aware of it, some of us don't. And it's a very different articulation that we're hearing now. If it doesn't work, if you feel it's not a good musical intention, then we can change it. But I feel everybody was agree with that before. So think that pom pom pi da da. Thank you for being subtle on the intention before before liberty. I do want a slight emphasis on the first beat of 1 before L, and that is correct. That is my intention. And it's written in the score with the accent on it. L, only wind, please. Sorry, J. You're right. J. Strings, please listen to their team, because on the bar 4th, not everybody is on the same kind of idea when to start. Let's listen to the winds, what they're doing, and imagine we're playing that team, because we're late on the first 3/16. It's not that everybody is, it's just different interpretation when to start. Thank you. J. From the trumpets. You're the leaders here. It feels like you're waiting for a feedback from somewhere else. You are the soloists here. The first note, it is 1/2 note, but it doesn't have to be empty. Pom, pom, pi. It's still the first beat. It's the first note of the chorale. Make it rounder. The danger, however, is to slow down. So can we have the cellos playing 16 notes? Taka, 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 taka. Only the first cello, please. Just, yes. On the second entrance you were late. So the long note on the 4th bar, it's meant to prepare us for that first entrance. Let's think about just having that awareness that the 4th bar, it tends to be later. So we'll prepare it ahead of time. J, all. Everybody. let's have back our strategy, emphasizing the third beat, third beat of the bar, and I'm trying to give you the tempo for the passage, the bar when you're holding it, when you're playing only on one note. So can we have the awareness that one bar before the passage goes down, just look up and see what's the tempo of the passage. I think we're not sure yet what's the tempo yet, and I'm going to make sure I'll show that pattern before we play the passage. And if it's possible to emphasize the third beat, will kind of anchor us into a better ensemble context. So let's try that. Only the violins. Well, let's have M. Let's get into slightly slower. Slightly slower. Good. Another idea, but that's probably a discussion of the section. If we can use the same fingerings as everybody or not, that is up to you all. Usually when we have passages so exposed, conductors would suggest using the same fingering pattern so that shifts will be together, string crossing will be together. That's a discussion for you to have. And if you all feel comfortable using her suggestion, I would appreciate that. I know it will help, but everybody is different, so I do understand that. Let's try again.
312 violin?
Yes. Now, yes. Yes, thank you. I know some recordings have rallentando here. Because I don't have it in the score, it's a rule. You don't really do what you want sometimes. So I think we are very well locked in. Let's try it again. On M, I would like a forte intention from everybody. Please. It's forte. 3. Now don't stay too much on the first 16s, no. Some of us do accentuate first note, do ti da 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 da. There is no need for that. The important here is zusammen, which means together. Everybody needs to be on the same articulation together. If some of us do da 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 da, then they're gonna be late with the whole passage. Thank you. The third beat, it's a good intention, so let's keep that. Very well. Let's try another idea that could help. Think in crescendo that bar that you have 16s. Otherwise, you're not gonna rush. Some of us are playing faster the 16s on the one note that we have, and they go out of the beat. So thinking it in crescendo, do the crescendo, and you're more likely not gonna rush. Once again. 3 and. Once again, we're almost there. A little bit fast. 3, sorry. 3.